Good evening and welcome to the final edition of News One here on WTTV. I'm Anthony Miller.
And I'm Natasha Gibson. Here's the news from around our campus and the surrounding community.
Yesterday, many students, faculty, and friends were shocked and saddened to hear about the passing of WT professor Dr. Lee Browning. Dr. Browning was serving as a professor of business communication and marketing and Miller professor of entrepreneurship at WT.
Biggest bundle of joy, biggest bundle of love, the biggest bundle of fear. For such a little lady, she had such incredible power, and you knew she was in the room. She held a presence. She was there, and you knew it, and she demanded excellence.
An outcry of love and support for Dr. Browning was shown on social media when many former and current students, faculty, and friends expressed their deep appreciation for her, calling her a mentor, a mother-like figure, and a friend.
And coming up after the break, a woman ate 3 Big Texan 72-ounce steak meals. Natasha, that's not a joke. She actually ate 3 of them.
And an update on Shackathon, plus more when we come back.
For any person who wants to host an event within the city of Canyon, they're going to need a special permit. City Ordinance 1021 will require people to have a permit of events such as fairs, parades, and public entertainments. City leaders believe that since Canyon passed the new alcohol sales laws, more events will be likely to take place in the city. If you ever wanted to run a 5K and eat pancake afterwards, well, your dreams will be coming true. The 5K Warrior Run and Pancake Breakfast is an event that helps benefits non-Hodgkin's lymphoma research and treatment. The event takes place this Saturday in the Cole Community Center in Canyon, with registration starting at 7 a.m., the run beginning at 8:30 a.m., and pancakes being served after the run. It's $25 per runner, including the run, a t-shirt, and of course the pancakes. For more information, you can contact Kenzie Dressler at 806-477-9063. Got to tell you, those pancakes sound really good right now.
They do.
I think our news director needs to give us some. The organization Martha's Home will be hosting the Second Chance Prom. The event will take place this Saturday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the North Exhibit Hall of the Amarillo Civic Center. The theme of the prom is Once Upon a Time, a Fairy Tale Ball. The event will consist of dancing, music, a silent auction, a costume contest, and the crowning of the prom king and queen. Last Wednesday, 37-year-old James Dwayne Vincent was indicted by a Randall County grand jury for taking photographs of a female minor in the restroom of the WT campus. Back in January, Vincent was arrested by WT police after they received a report that he had photographed a woman in the restroom of the Virgin Hanson Activity Center. According to Amarillo Globe News files, at the time of the arrest, Vincent was painting a room in the building for Ivy Painting LLC that was subcontracted to do work for the building. Welcome back to News One. I'm Anthony Miller with your News One Sports Update. It was senior day for the WT men's and women's basketball teams, as it all started with the Lady Buffs taking on the Zias of Eastern New Mexico. The Lady Buffs outscored the Zias in the paint 44-12 in the game. Sean White had another big game with 21 points. Cut down the nets as they got the win 99-67. The Lady Buffs clinched the #1 seed in the Lone Star Conference tournament as their record improves to 24-2 overall and 15-1 in conference play. Antoine Ball, Tez Dumars, and Miles Gatewood were all playing their last home games as Buffs. Ball had 17 points, including this thunderous slam with authority. Ball also would send 5 Greyhounds invites to the block party as well.